my name is Amy Moore, and I am going to give you a talk on how to research R code on the internet. So there are clearly 3 steps to looking up anything on the internet in general. You should have a clear definition of what you're looking for, okay? Use your search engines with a variety of links like Google. Look for examples of R code to copy and modify. I love doing that. I've done that throughout my career. If there's something I don't understand, my best friend has been the internet because I know how to look up R code examples and modify them. All right, define keywords. Make sure you include the phrase R programming code in your search. Make sure that you understand what you're trying to do. Whatever you put in the search engine, it could potentially be a dead end in that you pull up things that you're not looking for. So be very careful. Look for example code that you can copy and modify. Okay. So for the first tip, as you see here, you have to be very careful to include R programming in your search. Make sure you describe exactly what you're trying to do, okay? So for example, if you were trying to select cases, the if statement is in R programming. So you could put in the search engine, select cases using R programming code. You could also put if statements in R programming code. Those should pull up a lot of examples that you can use, reuse, modify, okay? Recycle, okay? Objective 2. If you were looking at, say, reading Excel file into R programming code, that you could say just that, and it should pull up some examples. Objective 3, combine files using R programming. So combine files using R programming. Sometimes, like this stuff, you'd be surprised that people make articles that actually mirror what you're looking for. And so if you just use your plain words and include R programming code in the search, it may give you exactly what you're looking for. Here's an example. Look for example code that you can modify. So here's some example code. So, if I had different parameters, and if I knew what a data frame was, I could modify this code. I could also look up what does a data frame mean? What does it do in a separate search? So you can take example code and search the internet to figure out what these different symbols mean. Okay. Now here are some useful search engines. Google, I use Google a lot. There are also some free resources. There's rprogramming.org, and I see Guru 99 a lot. I do recommend that you go out there and see what pops up. UCLA is an excellent site. It's been maintained for decades. So I would definitely go to UCLA. They have everything under the sun. And that is the extent of my talk. And again, just a few few last remarks. This is your career. This is you're on a path to learn R programming. You should claim it. You should empower yourself to look up some things. It's nice to have colleagues you can talk to. It's nice to have, be parts of forums and groups, but you should try to form some sort of self-sufficiency as well, and look up things on your own. My name is Amy Francis on Facebook. I'm the owner of More Statistics Consulting, LLC, and my website is morestat.com. And here's my email, And I did write 2 books, Getting Your Feet Wet with R by Amy Moore and The R Funk by Amy Moore. And you can find those books on my website. You can also find those books on Amazon. So thank you for your time and attention, and have a beautiful day or evening.